Hello, my penny stocks families. Just wanted to drop another video for you guys, another update. Just letting you know. Um, for those of you who subscribe, thank you, and you have building your channels. And for those of you who are new, please do subscribe, like, and comment below, and also hit the notifications bell so that way, whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first one to know. Um, so as I'm going to the list of the penny stock that I have right now, I wanted to letting you guys know that okay, since the stock market hasn't been good for the past few weeks, or probably the whole month of November, we have to be realistic. We can't be like um always optimistic, which is always good. It's always good to be optimistic, but you have to, when things are down, you need to be aware of it because that's part of the process. Stock go down, stock goes up, down and up, in between. So you have to, we all have to experience that. If you are investing in the stock market, that's the process we all go through. So uh, sometimes it's a happy time when all is green. Those are the happy time. When things are red, those are opportunity for you to buy. It's not like this is a sad man. It's not sad. It's an opportunity. If you look at it that way, everything is an opportunity. When you're in green, it's because you had already invested in certain stocks, so now they turn green. So right now, since it's in red, it's an opportunity for you to buy if you are able to buy. In the sense that you always want to keep money into your account whenever you sell the stocks, or either you yourself sending money to your account. You always want to have money aside in your account just in case opportunity flash by, like the stock market, certain stock goes down, it's an opportunity for you to buy. So you always want to have actually a few $100, and if you are able to, maybe $1,000 or more into your account, so that way when those opportunities come, you have money there for you to buy them. So for every paychecks that you get, you can always send $50, $100, whatever amount that you are able to afford. Just keep your account funded. So that way when opportunity come, you like right there. And also whenever you sell them, just use that same money to reinvest it instead of just using it, buying other stuff with it. I understand sometimes things may come up that you may have to do so, but if you like flexible, you are able to use the same money that you just made, just keep on reinvesting it, just keep on adding. There's two things that I like in math. I didn't like math when I was in school, but now I do because the stock market it pretty much cheat you. Pretty much, you're eventually going to learn that it's going to cheat you. That you have to learn math. There's two things I like in math: add to my pile and multiply my pile. Dividing and subtracting, I don't like those because I don't like to divide nor subtract from my pile. So I always want to add and I always want to multiply. So you always want to keep that in mind. So you are here in the stock market to add to your pile and to multiply your pile. Simple as that. Okay, so I'm going to go over the stocks with you right now. So the last week, I think it was on Friday, this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it. But DVLT shoot up to like $202, and I think it was $2.83, which was like, I think there was some news about DVLT. Whenever there's a positive news within the company, that's sometimes most stocks will shoot up to for that day, or and then the next day probably will continue, probably. But yes, they had some news. So I was able to make some money there and then cash out and move on. But right now, you do want to wait until like you get to like a dollar, maybe $1.50, $1.43 for you to buy. So that way, when it rise up again, you'll be in the path where when it rises, that way you can make more money. I wouldn't suggest you buy it at $2 right now. I would suggest that you wait until it goes back to like a dollar and change, $1.50, $1.43, then you can buy more. So that way you can make some. I remember when that stock was like 34 cents, which was like a few months ago. And then now it shoot up to this price. Anyway, so the stocks that's gonna be that I'm gonna go over today is the AITX. That's it, like an over-the-counter stocks. So for those of you who's interested in like over-the-counter stuff, sometimes some company may not allow you to buy it because I guess it takes extra. They will charge you for it. So if that's something that you're interested in, because it's so cheap. So and then do your research also to make sure that that's something that you want to invest in because it's so cheap at this point of time. I think it just started. So whenever a company just started, be in the lookout in a sense that because it's cheap, yes, you can make a lot of money because if the stock rises for like few cents, you can make a bundle of money when it rises. So next one is the ADTX. That stock is new also. So that's something that I'm gonna look into this week coming up. And then Beat also is also one of the new one. The KTTA and KTTAW, whenever you see a W, it's mean warrants because it has the stock and then it has warrants. So there's two stocks. One is warrant and one is so the warrants usually cheaper than the stock. So you always want to buy more warrants, less stocks. But if you want to buy equal amount, you can. NEOV and NEOVW, NUAI and NUAIW, the DEFT, that one I do see that it's cheap for now, so that's something that you do want to invest in, which I have looked into for this week coming up, starting tomorrow. And then the KWM and KWMWW, that's the warrants. So anything you see a W is a warrant. Amaze, AMZE, that's another new one. And then DVLT, as I mentioned to you, you do need to let it go lower. So that way you can buy at a cheaper price because this company is always like doing something. There's always something good going on with it. So you do want to make sure that you are in the lookout of that stock. And then the SLDP and SLDPW, that one we have been investing in it. For those of you who have bought it before, that's a good stock also. So that's something that I'm keep on investing in. The BNAI and BNAIW, that's the brand one. So you do want to invest in both. So whenever you see two, it's the same stock, but they have a warrants with it. So I'm just gonna leave it there. If you have any question, always comment below. With penny stocks, you really have to be disciplined in a sense that every day you have to look your account. Even though you're at work, you can either look into your phone, use your phone to look at it. And also you can if you can wake up early to see if you're gonna make any money by going to google.com and look at the stocks like individually, just type in the stock on Google and see what the pre-market price is. I think the pre-market start around 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So you do have time in between that to look at the stocks to see if you're going to make money. If you see it's red, of course, you know it's going to be a red day. time opportunity for you to buy. And then if you see a green day, you're like, okay, so that's sometime that's a good thing that you know ahead of time. You know, okay, today it's gonna be a green day, so let me put on my phone or let me open my device, whatever device you have, you can start like open it to see, okay, because at 9:30 you do want to be in front of your computer because sometimes that's when most of your stocks, they like pre-market, you already know that they are going to make money and you want to be there to cash out, okay, at 9:30. So 9:31 you just want to like reload your account, like refresh it, and then for those that are green, you cash out, okay. And then sometimes you can look at to see if the stock is going to make you money. You can go to google.com, like if it's pre-market, it will usually say pre-market, and then you will see here if it's red or green. If it's green, then you're like, oh, okay. So usually by 9:30 it will tell you what the open price is, the higher the stock will go during the day, and then the lower that it will go. So that way you know, okay, at 149 I can buy the stocks, but it's gonna shoot to 170 at some point during the day. So at least you know how far the stock is gonna go during the day. So you wanna buy it at the lower price possible. So when it shoot up, so you start making money off of it. So that's what I was saying, that you always want to Google your stocks. Like this is the um, DeFi Technology Inc. So pretty much that gives you an idea of what the stocks is. And usually you could find out within the 52 weeks high how much the stocks can rise up to, like $4.95 by $19.52. So you know by in 52 weeks, which is about 365 days, by the end of the year or before the end of the year, it should have shoot up $4.95. So, and then the lower price it could have gone was 91 cents, pretty much. And it tells you all the market price here and so on and so forth. So you know you have an idea as far as what the stock could possibly go to, because usually when I open a stocks in the morning and I see that by 9:30 I look at to see if it's gonna rise more. If it's not, then I'm like, I cash out quickly. Yeah, sometimes you may miss a few penny in here in there. That's fine, because it's better to get some profit versus no profit at all. So always have that in mind. So I will be speaking to you soon on the next video later. Bye.